The lower nature, brothers and sisters, does not care to learn and educate itself on the laws of nature, masculine and feminine energy, better known as Yang and Yin. Okay? Yin Yang, you've seen the symbol, the Tai Chi symbol. You know it, the white and the black. Have you seen that symbol? This is Yin Yang, and the lower nature within us is absolutely oblivious to it. Now, masculine and feminine energy, yin yang, is everywhere. And the higher nature sees this. The higher nature understands that there is no day without night. There is no on without off. There is no up without down. There is no in without out. There is no male without female. Okay, the lower nature gets into arguments with people about whether male and female even exist. The lower nature has come so far away from nature itself that it has forgotten what it even is. It looks at its genitals and says, I don't know. When really, it's quite obvious. The higher nature understands that in the 21st century, things are a bit weird. Things are a bit strange. And so it is important to reconnect to the Yin Yang philosophy. And so today, brothers and sisters, I'm going to share with you very quickly the basics of what you need to know about Yin Yang philosophy. This is going to be absolutely key in your relationships, but not just relationships, health, wellness, success, balance across all different avenues in life. Okay? As within, so without. As without, so within. If I train, I must rest. If I earn, I must give. The law of exchange, it's just a natural thing, baby. It's not made up, okay? This isn't a theory. This is not a theory. The lower nature gets into arguments and says this is an opinion. Sorry, lower nature. This is not an opinion. This is the laws of nature, or the law of nature. One of them, the law of balance. That balance must always be maintained. Okay? Expansion, contraction. What would happen if you was to just inhale? That's it, just inhale. No exhalation. Just an inhalation. How long would you last before you really needed, and I use that word purposely, purposefully, needed to exhale? How long would it take? Maximum a minute. If you've done around a Wim Hof or so, which is consisted of in and out breaths, you maybe be able to hold your breath for about 3 minutes. Until you need to exhale. Need is the key word here. It is essential that balance is maintained. And if balance is not maintained, life cannot be sustained. Okay? So you would die if you just inhaled and you held it in. You didn't release that breath. And on the simplest level, in this video, I'm going to just keep this simple. We'll talk about anxiety. We'll talk about depression. You get anxious when you breathe in like this. You hold your breath. You might not even notice that you've done this. Let it out. Exhale. Balance your yin and yang energies, and it starts with the breath. Why? Because that breath is always moving in and out. In and out. In and out. You know I like to get playful. Work and play. Yeah? This would be another duality, at least to many people. To some people, their work is their play and their play is their work. But you get what I mean. Balance is to be maintained. So when you find yourself getting stressed out, when you find yourself worried, maybe there's a situation at hand where the unknown is present. You don't know what's going to happen. You're apprehensive. The next 5 seconds are uncertain. You don't know what's around the corner. You don't know what they're going to say on the phone. You don't know if they're going to answer the phone. Why am I using the phone example? I don't know. It could be any example of being in the unknown. Apprehension. And this is a survival. Just think there was a tiger lurking through the jungle. and it's crawling and it's searching for its prey. And of course it's got its nose, right? But it's using its eyes. And so, you get me? Apprehension. There's a predator. This is what it makes the body feel like. And so no doubt you're going to feel anxious. No doubt you're going to feel anxious. Okay? So, don't forget to exhale. Why? Because balance must be maintained. But here's the issue. When you feel depressed, whoa, where was I? Maybe you forget to inhale. Maybe you forget to breathe in. Okay, this is the simplest way to articulate the Yin Yang philosophy, just by using the breath and the inhale and the exhale. When I inhale, I become awake. Look how open my eyes are. Whoom, open. And when I exhale, look how passive I become. Tired, relaxed. If I'm too relaxed, too yin, then there is no balance maintained. Okay? So we got to keep this balance. And in situations you might find yourself sad, disappointed, deflated, like a balloon. And you forget to inhale. Now, if you're feeling like that, the remedy is not to text someone. Maybe company will be useful. Maybe you feel lonely. It would be helpful to talk to someone, a friend. But the real remedy to change your state, and not through force, but through knowledge and wisdom of balance, is to breathe in. It sounds so simple, but I don't mean like that. That's not creating balance. Look at my posture still. Whereas, now I'm upright. Okay? So breathe in fully, breathe out fully, breathe in fully, breathe out fully. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you with that one. It is so simple. Yin, yang, feminine, masculine. Don't get it twisted. The lower nature hears those words and gets triggered. The lower nature hears feminine, masculine and says, this is sexist. If you study any languages other than the English language, you'll see there are feminine and masculine words. We've been doing this for a very long time, brother and sister. We've been doing this for a very long time, as long as the sun has risen and set, and so has the moon. Okay? For as long as light and dark have existed. When was that? Since the age of the universe? They say the Big Bang was a big and eventually the scientists say it will all contract once again. Okay? In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. The whole universe is breathing. The whole universe is yin and yang, yin and yang, yin and yang. So, the higher nature accepts that this is a law of nature, and the evidence is simple and shown, presented every single way you look. This phone will run out of battery, then it needs to be charged, then it runs down, then it needs to be charged, then runs down, then needs to be charged. I speak, then there's a pause. I speak, and then there's the space. And if there was no space, it would be constant noise and you wouldn't be able to understand a thing I was saying. It is essential in all of life for there to be a yin and yang balance. Feminine, masculine balance. Now the question of males and females, this is a different one. A man and a woman, a boy and a girl. What is the question here? Are we 50-50 yin and yang, or is there a stagger in our composition? There's a stagger in our composition. It's not 50-50. Don't get it twisted. 50-50 means you got a penis and a vagina. I apologize. It's not 50-50, okay? So I'll leave it at that, and we'll touch on this in the next video. Yin, yang, observe it in your life. Cold, yin, hot, yang. Cold, yin, hot, yang. In breath, out breath. Up, down, on, off, like, dislike. Okay? So, one thing to consider actually, because I know some of you might misunderstand this, good and bad is a different question, and we'll explore that in another video, okay? Good and bad, that is not an example of yin and yang. When we're talking good and bad, it's more about extremes and balanced forms, alright? But we're 10 minutes in, and I gotta go break my fast, because we're on 13th day of Ramadan. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, namaste. I recognize the light in you. May peace and mercy and blessings be upon you. Let us be patient with one another. Let us be patient with ourselves. Forgive us for that which we do not know. Forgive us for that which we did not know. Much love. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Share it with someone that you think it might benefit, especially someone that's identified with the lower nature. Especially someone that gets super offended by this stuff that could do with learning about the laws of nature. Peace.